Welcome to Morning Joan, the only podcast where we spill all the tea on the latest tech trends and beyond. So, have you heard the latest news about Meta? They're giving their AI slop feed an app of its own, because why not, right? It's called Vibes, and it was initially introduced as a feature in the Meta AI app back in September 2025. Essentially, Vibes lets users prompt Meta AI to create TikTok-style vertical videos, which is just a fancy way of saying they're trying to compete with OpenAI's Sora app. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do we really need another app for AI-generated content? But apparently Meta thinks so. They claim that Vibes has seen strong early traction within the Meta AI app, and they want to build on that momentum by giving it its own dedicated home. Because, cluttering up one app just isn't enough. But here's the thing, Meta isn't just stopping at videos. Oh no, they're planning to push more AI images and videos into their recommendation algorithm, because what could possibly go wrong with that? I mean, it's not like we'll all be drowning in a sea of synthetic media or anything. And let's not forget about the Disney deal. OpenAI recently signed a deal with Disney to allow users to generate content with Disney characters, which is just a genius move if you ask me. I mean, who wouldn't want to create their own Mickey Mouse videos? But seriously, it's a big deal, and Meta might be looking to follow suit. So, what does this all mean for the future of social media? Well, it looks like AI-generated content is here to stay, whether we like it or not. And honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it. On the one hand, it's definitely going to change the game when it comes to content creation, but on the other hand, it's just so synthetic. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. Can we talk about soundbars for a second? I mean, who doesn't love a good TV upgrade, am I right? So, I've been reading about these flagship soundbars from Sonos and Samsung, and let me tell you, it's a tough choice. But, after doing my research, I have to say, the Sonos Arc soundbar is staying under my TV, and here's why. First of all, the price is right. You can get it for $200 off right now, which is a steal if you ask me, and trust me, darlings, this soundbar delivers. The sound quality is top-notch, and it's so easy to set up. I mean, even I could do it, and that's saying something. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joan, what about Samsung? Well, let me tell you, their soundbar is no slouch either, but after comparing the two, I have to give it to Sonos. The Arc soundbar just has a certain je ne sais quoi that sets it apart. So, if you're in the market for a new soundbar, do yourself a favor and check out the Sonos Arc. Your TV and your ears will thank you. And remember, darlings, when it comes to soundbars, you get what you pay for. So, don't be cheap, invest in a good one. Oh, grow up! I know it's not the most glamorous topic, but trust me, a good soundbar can make all the difference in your home theater experience. I'll be dishing out some expert tips on how to make your living room look like $1,000,000. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. We've got one last juicy story to dish out before we wrap up today's show. You know I love a good romance, and what's more romantic than the classic tale of Wuthering Heights? Well, it seems like Emerald Fennell is putting her own spin on the timeless novel, and I am here for it. So, let's get into it. The new adaptation stars Margot Robbie as Catherine Earnshaw and Jacob Elordi as the dashing Heathcliff. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't Catherine supposed to be a teenager in the book? And yes, Robbie is 35, but let's be real, she can still pull off playing a dramatic, lovesick teen. I mean, have you seen her in that corseted gothic gown at the premiere? Stunning. And then there's Elordi, who's apparently been leaving flowers in Robbie's dressing room on Valentine's Day. How cute is that? Although some people are saying it's just a marketing stunt. But I say, who cares? It's all part of the fun and games of Hollywood romance. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Joan, what about the controversy surrounding the casting? Well, let me tell you, Fennell has defended her decision to cast Elordi, saying it's her own take on the story. And honestly, I think it's time we stop getting so worked up about these things and just enjoy the movie. The film is set to be released just in time for Valentine's Day, because what's more romantic than a tragic love story? And from what I've heard, it's going to be a real tearjerker. So, grab some tissues and get ready to swoon over Robbie and Elordi's on-screen chemistry. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.